given two bad choices, I think it's my duty to pick the person I think would do the least harm to the country. And in my mind, that's I will vote the Republican ticket. I will support the Republican ticket. I think the real danger to the country, the real danger to democracy, as I say, is the progressive agenda. And while Trump, and I said Trump may be playing Russian roulette, but continuation of the Biden administration is national suicide, in my opinion.
This clip shows that Bill Barr does not actually believe in democracy. Bill Barr has repeatedly, openly condemned and trashed Donald Trump. He's testified against him. He has said probably the most damning things against Donald Trump being president. Not just against him being president, about how he is like ineffective. Suddenly he's taking like an about face. I mean, look, even Joe Scarborough's gonna get pissed.
Continuation of the Biden administration is national suicide, in my opinion.
But no, that's just such a lie, and he knows it's a lie. And this is Charlie. We're going to play some clips in a second, but I just have to stop. We've got to stop and call out the lies when these people know that they're lying. Barr is playing, I guess, for a Fox News audience because he wants to keep giving speech. I don't know why he's doing it. He doesn't believe a word he just said there because he knows how chaotic Donald Trump is. He knows, as he said, that him being in the White House again would be a horror show.
At this point, you're like, oh, great, Joe Scarborough's going to, debunk this and everything. Like, oh, right, this is corporate media. Joe Scarborough's going to use this as a way to bash progressives and agree with Bill Barr.
Listen, Bill Barr, you and I, we all agree on the progressive agenda. We're not supporters of it. We also know that Joe Biden has spent his presidency feeling pressure from progressives because they say he's too moderate. This guy from Delaware, who again is not some left-wing wacko, and Bill Barr knows that.
Only on NBC are you going to see someone blame the left for all of the country's problems and do it in response to someone supporting a dictator.
Never in my life did I think I would like to see a dictator, but if there's going to be one, I want it to be Trump.
Just more proof that the mainstream media really wants to maintain the status quo at, the expense of our democracy. I mean, if Trump gets elected, that's fine as long as nothing has to fundamentally change. I also love how moderates are to blame for the country's problems, really. It's moderates, if you look at the actual Overton window and the actual, grid of right, left, Bernie, AOC, these people are at best moderates. They're these people that are in the minority. They're obviously to blame. The ills of capitalism. There's no real leftist movement in this country. The Democratic Party, that's not leftist. So when they blame the left for things, I don't know who you're talking about. When they the left is in power, I'm like, I'm sorry, who is the left? If these people looked at Biden's scorecard, it's by all accounts very conservative. I don't understand why they don't like him, given how conservative Biden can be. What real woke stuff has he done? The stuff he had an infrastructure bill that replaced lead pipes, the PACT Act, the CHIPS Act. This isn't woke things. Is he fixing our infrastructure, making us more green? Oh, the big bad laugh. I would think at this point that the right would be thrilled that Biden's sending money to Israel. They're mad that he's sending money to Ukraine. That's the real thing. I've went to rallies. I've tried to get MAGA to say, hey, no money to Israel, right? And it's just they'll dance around it. It's maybe I need to frame the question better because I feel like they know. They're like, oh, yes, money to Israel. Or they'll say it oh, yes, I'm going to be politically consistent right now, ideologically consistent. It's sort of they straighten up at a certain point. Yes, no money anywhere. Right, yeah. I really wonder sometimes, what is it from the left that is a major inconvenience to the right? Your average, working person. They want workers to have money and get paid decent wages. Unions, collective action, right? They want workers to collectivize and bargain for better wages. They want healthcare. Everyone should have healthcare, and it shouldn't be tied to your employment. Crazy things like that. I don't get it. These are things that honestly shouldn't be. In other countries, they're not left-wing. You have other countries where that is a left and right both agree, oh yeah, everyone should have health care. But with the whole MAGA fascism going around, the right wing, the ultra right wing in Canada now is like against their own healthcare system, which is pretty crazy. Like they want the healthcare system that America has. They like envy that. Which is bonkers. Like you're a crazy person to want that. If you're watching this and you're in Canada and you want our healthcare system, something is wrong with you. You're mentally ill.